Hey everybody, it is Saturday, May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2018 at 9:53 in the morning, and I am in an area called Groom, Texas. And what stands before us, you see just this white thing? Well, take a look all the way up. Show you what we're looking at here. This is the biggest cross in Texas. That's what you're looking at all the way up. We'll get better views of it. But anyway, they have these stations here, as they call them. And you can see, this is the first station. You can read all that. That would be Jesus there, being condemned by Pilate, who is washing his hands, saying that he is clean of this blood that's going to be shed. In fact, you can see there's change in there. So there you go. And there's his hands. So they're saying that's Pilate, and they're saying that is Jesus. Tied and barefooted. Okay, so as we walk around all of these stations here, we will see this is the second station. And you can see it says that Jesus carries his cross. So you can pause that and read that. And you can see here is the cross. And that's him with the plaited thorn on his head there. And you can see over here a Roman soldier. It looks like that's putting it on him. So this is the start of that journey. Okay? So now we come over here to the third station. Jesus falls the first time. And then again you can read that. And so here is the cross and him kneeling with it. So you can see that. Alright, now over here, of course, is going to be the fourth station. And you can see that Jesus meets his mother Mary. And so you can read all of this. And again, the cross. This is Jesus here, supposedly, looking down at Mary, his mother. And don't remember exactly that scene of her bowing down to him and all of that. So, there's that. But anyway, let's go to the sixth station. Again, you can see the cross. The fifth station, actually. So Simon helps Jesus. So Simon was pressed into carrying this cross for him. And so you can see again, there he is. And this would be Simon here, who is helping to carry this cross. Okay. So now, as we go to the sixth station, Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. Now, this is nowhere in the Bible, so this is definitely the Catholics making this up. So, what we're seeing here is just not true. This is a Catholic tradition that just adds to the Bible, of which you're told not to. Anyhow, the seventh station, Jesus falls the second time. Now again, I don't remember anywhere in the Gospels talking about him falling, and I know they have him falling 3 times. I know that he fell the one time, and that's where they pressed Simon into carrying the cross. So this, I believe, is made up as well. Okay, and here is the 8th station. Jesus comforts the women of Jerusalem. And so, they're characterizing this with just one woman, but well, or maybe two, I guess. But there he is with the cross again. And then as we come over here, we are at the 9th station now. Jesus falls the 3rd time. And again, this is not in the Gospels as far as I know. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. But as you can see, Simon's nowhere around here. So, this did not happen. But anyway, over here to the 10th station. Jesus stripped of his garments. And that part really did happen. They cast lots for them. So you can see this soldier here. And they're taking his clothes. See that big knife? He's got a great big sword there, and then a little knife back here. So there's that. All right. Now here is the 11th station. Jesus is nailed to the cross. And so you can read that. And here you can see that how in the world that one human, as in this Roman soldier here, take a look at him, could do this to anyone and do that to anyone. It's so beyond me. I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine. To try to feel that pain and all that, I truly cannot imagine. So anyhow, the 12th station, Jesus dies on the cross. So I guess that's what they're representing, of course, way back there. I will go back there and show you that in a few minutes, but we will go look at that. And then here, the 13th station, Jesus is taken down from the cross. So you can see this. And right there, he is. There's the cut in his side right there. They cut him and out came blood and water. You can see the hole in his wrist right there. And you can see the hole in the wrist right there. And then in his feet, there's a hole in that foot, and there's a hole in that foot. Okay? And this says the 14th station, Jesus is laid in the Holy Sepulchre. Alright, so continue the video here. You can see that this here is what's representing the Last Supper. And then we've got these things here to explain a little bit. It's the Last Supper. And this is about the way it was set up as well. Over here on this end of the table, we have Judas Iscariot. And you can see, like normal, he's worried about the money. And that's him and that face right there. Okay. This is supposed to be James. So that's him. This is John. At least so they're saying. Obviously, that's the bread that Jesus held up and blessed. That's supposed to be him. This is supposed to be Peter here. This is Andrew. As you can see. And then Here's Philip. Alright, so continuing from that scene, if you know anything about the Bible, you know that all the other stuff I showed you, that the First Supper happened the night before the crucifixion. So that happened, then all the other stuff happened, but again, because these people were all up here, I couldn't get up to this first. So anyway, here we have Jesus and the two thieves on the cross, which I want to make sure I get the whole thing. It's actually so sunny, hard for me to tell for sure, but I think right there I've got everything, okay? So, just to get closer, you can see there's this thief and him being crucified. This represents Jesus, of course, and you see that he's already dead because he's got the cut on his side up there, the nails in the feet, and then the other thief who was unrepentant, right there, they're showing as just being a stoic, basically. So let's start back over here with these tablet things here. You can see this is the repentant thief here, so you can pause all that and read that. Alright, then this is about Jesus here, so you can see, pause all that and read it. Okay, finally, the unrepentant thief right there. So once again, here's the scene. Then there's one more scene to go through, and that's the resurrection. So they don't show that per se, but I'll show you what they do show. So back here behind the resurrection scene, you can see they've put the tomb of Jesus. You see the angel up there at the very top. Over here is what represents the rolled away stone. And this thing, let me tell you, this is heavy. You can't move it. That thing is truly rock solid. But this obviously is the entrance. And as we come in, you can see that all that is in here, that's where he representatively laid. And here is an angel in here praying. Now I noticed the one thing that's missing is there's supposed to be a couple of folded up napkins where when Jesus resurrected, he took them from his face and all and folded them up neatly and put them on one end of where he laid. So they don't have that represented. But then here, this is looking back out, from the inside obviously. And yeah, you can see some of that now. And then over here is just the other side. And again with this angel here, you can see him. And that's all coming in a little brighter now. And then just make sure I get this good. This is where, like I said, what represents where he laid at once he was dead, then where he resurrected from. So that's this whole area. I hope to bring you one more part. But there's the angel up on the top up there. And right there one more time is that big cross. Okay, so stay tuned for something else here.